what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be talking about the upcoming Hot Toys Deadpool and Wolverine 6 scale Wolverine figure. Now we already knew that Hot Toys had this on way because they already released like a teaser image of like the figures. You can see like their wrists like together with their hands together. So we knew that they had 6 scale figures based on the Deadpool and Wolverine film. So this is the Wolverine figure that they have officially revealed, and it looks awesome. So I'm gonna get into this right now. Okay, here's the Hot Toys Deadpool and Wolverine 6 scale Wolverine figure. Now we already knew that this is coming because Hot Toys had already teased like images that they were making like 6 scale figures based on the upcoming Deadpool and Wolverine film. So I must admit, this is exciting news, and I'm definitely on board for these two. And I like that we are officially getting like a mask like Hugh Jackman of Wolverine, like where he's wearing the mask. I think that is so awesome, and the figure does look very cool. It's very like comic book like accurate. So I think that's another thing that's really awesome about it. So I'm definitely planning on picking this particular piece on up, and I think it goes live today if I'm not mistaken. But the idea that we now have an interchangeable mask with the Wolverine, with a Hugh Jackman version of Wolverine, is just so awesome. I think it's like really cool. So y'all finna get into this right now. Now the Hot Toys 6 scale Wolverine figure based on the Deadpool and Wolverine film will stand 12.2 inches tall. He will have 30 points of articulation and a tailored fabric costume. Plus he will have like a seamless articulated arms for like a realistic look, so you can't bend his arms, and he doesn't have like that hinge point. He has like muscular like looking arms, so I think that's pretty cool. I know at times it be kind of like issues with those. You can't really get too good of a pose, or they'll end up getting wrinkles, but I still think it's cool. Plus he will also have like a standard mask portrait with swap out and lower faces, some interchangeable hands, removable claws, and a display stand. Now there's also a deluxe version which will have an unmasked portrait, which will feature like the likeness of Hugh Jackman, plus movable eyes, swap out sleeved and sleeveless arms, plus interchangeable battle damage armor pieces. So yeah, this sounds awesome. Now I think the likeness to Hugh Jackman on this figure is like superb. It really does look like, especially like from like a head on like look, like when it's like looking straight at him, it really does look like Hugh Jackman. Then plus we'll have like the rolling eyeballs feature, so I think that's pretty cool. And again, like with the arms, he has like the seamless like muscular arms. I always think that's pretty cool because it looks like realistic. It gets rid of like those hinge points, so I think that's pretty cool that we can bend his arms up, and it looks realistic. But I know sometimes that can cause like wrinkles and like issues with that. I even notice that the paint sometimes can rub off on figures like that with them kind of arms. But I still think that's pretty awesome though. And again, like I mentioned before, I think the likeness to Hugh Jackman is just superb. And even like the mask portraits, like where he's finally wearing the mask, that is just so cool. Now Hot Toys has the Deadpool and Wolverine 6 scale figure scheduled to be released between the second and third quarters of 2025. So like next year he should be available. And again, we have two different versions. You have the standard version, then you have the deluxe version, which will have like the unmasked portrait like of Hugh Jackman. So that gotta be the version that you would go with, because we got a Wolverine figure with a Hugh Jackman likeness. So that gotta be the one you most of us would choose, like the deluxe version. But you can get a standard version where he's like masked. So I think that's pretty cool too as well. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to picking this on up, or planning on picking it on. I'm definitely on board for this particular version of Wolverine. So I guess now we have the Deadpool figure, which they still haven't really shown yet. So I'm expecting that one to come pretty soon or next. But yeah, I'm definitely hyped about this particular figure. Now Hot Toys has the Deadpool and Wolverine 6 scale Wolverine figure scheduled to be shipped out between the second and third quarters of 2025. And if I'm not mistaken, it should go live today, like various like websites like Sideshow, Collectibles, and probably like Big Bad Toy Store and so on. I must admit, it is cool finally getting like a Hugh Jackman Wolverine with the mask, and it looks so awesome. It looks like very comic book accurate, so I must admit that is just so cool. So I'm definitely on board for picking up this particular piece. And I think the likeness to Hugh Jackman on this figure is like done very well, especially when he has like head-on shots of the figure, because you can roll the eyeballs too. But when he's looking straight at the head, the likeness to Hugh Jackman is done very well on this particular figure. I think it's done pretty good. And also like the seamless like muscular arms that he has, I think that looks pretty cool too. Like it doesn't have like them hedge points in it. Now I know it be issues with those kind of figures too as well, where you bend the arms because sometimes they get wrinkles on them. And another thing I do notice about those kind of particular figures, like sometimes the paint can kind of rub off when you're bending their arm too much. I have seen like paint kind of rub off on those kind of figures with like the seamless, like muscular, like arms and stuff. But anyway, I'm definitely on board for this and I'm excited about it. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.